Hi y'all, today I'm going to show you how to make gluten-free berry pie. This isn't a typical baked berry pie that you might think of with two crusts. This is as fresh as a bowl of berries and cream, but with the added bonus of a flaky, buttery crust on the bottom. It's one of my favorite fruit pies ever, and it's incredibly easy to make, so let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. I'll just go over what you'll need for this recipe because the whole thing comes together so quickly that you want to make sure you have everything ready ahead of time. You're going to need a fully baked, that is a blind baked gluten-free pie crust. You can use a store-bought one if you want to, but if you've ever tried my gluten-free pie crust, you'll think those store-bought ones are absolutely horrible. That's just my opinion, of course. I'll leave a link for my recipe above and you can decide which one you want to use. I've also actually made this before using a crumb crust, and I have a recipe for that one too. So I will leave a link for that as well. But you also can use a store-bought crumb crust. I think they have one out now that's called My Dell or something like that. I don't know how good it is, but it's always just my preference that homemade is better. And then you'll need some berries, obviously. I have a 3-pound mixture here of strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries, but you can use any berries you want or any combination of berries. And then you'll also need a half a cup or 120 ml of water, 3/4 a cup or 150 grams of sugar, 3 tablespoons or 23 grams of cornstarch. And I've taken about a cup of the strawberries out of the bowl. We'll puree those separately in just a minute. And then you'll need one 3-ounce or 85-gram package of strawberry jello. And then this is totally optional, but for me it's highly recommended. Just 1/8 of a teaspoon of rose water. It really makes a difference, and no one can tell what it is or that it's even in there, but it just brightens everything up. Now, you only need a very small amount, so it won't taste like a whole bouquet of roses. I'll drop that cup of strawberries right into my little mini food processor here, and I'll just puree this up until it's nice and smooth. You could also use, if you wanted to, a mixture of your berries for the puree part. I just happened to have more strawberries than anything, so that's what I'm using. And I'm used to doing the strawberries for the strawberry pie because I make that strawberry pie quite often. And I thought about, I really wanted to have add some different berries to this just to make it a little bit different and not the same old strawberry pie. I'll add the sugar and cornstarch to a small saucepan, and I'm going to whisk them together real quick. And then I'll dump in the puree and the water. And I'm going to bring this whole mixture to a boil over medium heat, whisking constantly. It'll start thickening up within about a minute or two. And then I'll continue whisking for a total of 2 minutes. And that's just to activate the cornstarch. It starts out real cloudy, as you can see, but you'll kind of know when it's done when it starts to turn like a translucent, glossy kind of color. And it kind of like what I like to call burps, with these big bubbles like bursting, as you can see. All right, that looks great. So I'll turn off the heat, and then I'll add in the package of strawberry jello mix. And then also my rose water. Just a tiny bit, like I said. Just about 1/8 of a teaspoon. You definitely don't want to go overboard with the rose water. This smells phenomenal, y'all, especially with that rose water and the combination of strawberry and rose water. It's just insanely good. I'll pour this over my berries, and I know it's hot, but that's actually okay. It might soften a few of the berries just ever so slightly, but they're still going to taste and be really fresh and have a really great fresh texture. I'll toss this around, and then I'll just dump this right into my blind baked pie crust. I'll get this nice and mounded up. these berries will be like suspended in just a little bit of the jello like setting. It is so darn good, you guys. It's nothing like, I'm not big on jello desserts. I'm especially ones that like jiggle a lot. It just, I don't know, grosses me out, I guess. But this pie is not jiggly one bit because there are more berries than there is jello. And it's just mostly fruit, as you can see. All right, the hardest part of this whole pie is waiting for this to set up in the fridge. It needs at least 2 hours, but I like mine to get really cold, so I go for more like 4 hours. But you can serve it the next day and even, up to like 3 days afterwards. It will start getting a little bit weepy after that point, but it is still really delicious. So it never goes to waste in our house. And then when I'm ready to serve it, I'll whip up some whipped cream. This is 2 cups or 480 ml of heavy cream. And I always like to sweeten my whipped cream with powdered sugar because it also has a little bit of cornstarch in it that helps it really hold its shape and not weep so much. And this is 1/4 cup or 32 grams of powdered sugar. And then I'm adding in some vanilla extract and also some vanilla bean powder that I made by drying out some of my vanilla beans and then running them through a coffee grinder to grind the beans up. Of course, I don't use that coffee grinder for coffee. You can sub this with just the vanilla extract or even vanilla bean paste or whatever you have. I just do not like to waste something like vanilla beans, so if I can use them more than once, I do that. And I'm just going to let this run on pretty high speed, whisk it up until it's about soft peaks. Can we just like admire this piece of pie for just a moment here? Look at this without the whipped cream. Look at how tall it is and how glorious it looks. I mean, come on, y'all. Like I said, it's like the berries are suspended in the jello, but in no way is it like jiggly and over jello-y, if that makes any sense. It's just so incredible, you guys. So I'll take this big old slice and I'll dollop a big old spoonful or 2 of the whipped cream on top. I mean, what could be better than this? I can think of nothing at this moment. It is literally just like you're eating a bowl of fresh berries and cream, but with that added flaky, buttery crust to remind you that you're actually eating a slice of pie. It almost leaves me speechless, y'all. Enjoy.